Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to be reviewing a NECA Turtles action figure, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Turtles in Time NECA slash figure, which was released for the Turtles in Time video game. If you haven't already, go and watch the review where I reviewed the NECA Turtles in Time Leo, which is on your screen right now. I've reviewed this figure and said if it was worth the price tag that they've put on it, and told you about the paint application, the articulation, and how good the figure is in general. So today I'm going to be reviewing the slash figure, and I'm just going to be talking about the box first, and then I'll open the figure up and show you what it's about. So on the box, like I said with the Leo figure, you've got the Turtles in Time, the game concept, which is the 16-bit game. You've got your turtles on the front, which were the arcade machine designed for the turtles. You've got your purple sort of teleportation background. On the side, you've got your screens from the game and the different locations in the game. On the back, you've got the picture of the Slash. You've got the other figures in the line, Leo, Donnie, and the foot soldier. And the on the other side, you've got the same. On the top, you've got the TMNT logo and the Turtles in Time logo with the Nickelodeon logo there. And then on the bottom, you've got some legal stuff, the NECA logo and the barcode. So that's it in the box. Let's open up the figure and see how good it is. And here is the Slash figure out of the packaging, guys. Now, first impressions on this figure, it looks amazing. Like I said with the Leo in the last review, the look that NECA have gone with, and they've pulled it off, it just looks amazing. Now, I was attracted to this figure because Slash is a very interesting concept for a character in Turtles, and this was sort of the best looking one I could find that I like the most. So I managed to pick this up. Again, this retails for about 40 to 30 British pounds, and that'll probably be about $50–60 if there's any Americans watching. And obviously for a NECA figure, this is like the basic price. And one thing I am disappointed about with this figure, which I'm going to say was the same as the Leo, and apparently it's the same with most, some NECA figures and basically all the Turtles in Time figures, is that the joints are very, very stiff. Like, I'm not kidding when I say these joints are so, like, stiff, to the point where you struggle to move the figure and pose the figure in a decent way. Like, I was messing about with it before, and I managed to bend the elbow joint, which I couldn't really manage properly with the Leo, but with the Slash I did manage to do it. So I thought I'd keep it like that just for the review so you could see. So the elbow joint bends there, so you can go about 45 degrees, maybe 90 degrees if you can push it back or if you can loosen it. Obviously the loosening methods are the hair dryer or the boiling water technique. Just apply some sort of heat to it. I don't know if I'm going to be trying this myself, because I'm not really experienced in doing that, and I don't really want to fancy damaging this figure, considering it was quite a lot, and that is quite a good quality figure, and it looks amazing on my shelf. And the other joints that are stiff are the shoulder joint here. It struggles to move out. This one struggles to move out anyway as well, because of the shoulder pads, which is understandable. And one problem I've had just with the Slash figure, I didn't really have it with the Leo figure, is that his leg joints, his bicep swivel is okay, and they move up and down okay, but his knee joints, only this one sort of bends backwards. This one I've been having problems with, and I haven't really managed to fix those problems yet. I might try this hairdryer technique and see how it goes. If I do try it, I'll let you know how it went in the next action figure review, when I compare this figure to another figure that I'll be reviewing. And but overall, this Slash looks amazing. You've got your dark sort of green slash blue over, like all over the figure for his body. You've got your purple, which is like the Donny purple, and then you've got your black / really dark blue bandana that he has, and then you've got your pixelated design here on the back. Basically on the back of the figure you've got your pixelated design with the spikes, which look amazing on the figure. You've got his belt, which has a bullet and 2 pouches. Then you've got your symbols at the front, and there's some shurikens and ninja stars painted onto the belt, but with no accessories. And that's another disappointment with this figure, is the lack of accessories. Obviously with the Leo, you had your interchangeable hands, which I'm not going to put into use, but it's still nice to have that option. You had obviously your 2 swords, because that's what Leo comes with, and you had your board with the stand for the board as well. But with with Slash, you just have his big sword here, which is like his signature weapon, and you get a grenade, which is meant to have this sort of arcade look with the white on the front and then just the plain grey on the back. Those are the only 2 weapons you get with Slash, or like any accessories whatsoever. In the 80s cartoon, Slash does use guns and stuff, so it would have been nice to see maybe a gun included. I know this isn't from the 80s cartoon and he doesn't use a gun in the game, but it still would have been nice to have either another melee weapon, like a I'm not really sure, like a ball and chain, or a different sort of sword, or a gun. I would have preferred a gun, because the concept of a turtle having a gun to me is cool in the show. But you can give him another gun if you want. It's just a matter of finding a gun which sort of looks sort of natural in his hands, which I haven't been able to utilize yet. The only one that really came close was the gun that I used from the Dark Knight Returns Multiverse Batman figure, the armored Batman figure, the gun that comes with that. It didn't really fit nicely in his hands, but it looked okay, so I played around with that. But overall, I just thought it was better to have him with the sword and the grenade, because that was his original accessories that he was intend to come with. And he also has these Wolverine sort of spikes going down his hands, which also look very cool. You've got your shoulder pads, you've got your spikes coming out the knee pads here, which are very delicate, so if you do get this figure, please be careful with that. You also get the spikes on the back of the shell, which are the paint that has been used to paint this spike, like these sort of spikes, and then on the front spikes as well is very fragile paint, which is just easy to chip. I've noticed. Like what did I do? I hit the shoulder pad off this spike, and I don't know if you could notice there, if I just zoom in, there is a bit of chipping there. It's a tiny bit, but there's risk that it could happen even more. But Slash is sort of this character that it looks rough and ready, so having that look on him isn't too bad, but it would be nice if the paint didn't chip. And then with the face, you've got your teeth, which have been very nicely moulded in. You've got your tongue, which has been moulded in. You've got your black bandana, which looks very cool. You've got your eyes. The paint for the eyes seems to be a similar paint that they've used for the spikes, so there may be a bit of chipping there as well. Overall, in this figure, I haven't really experienced any major chipping or damage on it, as I did with the Leo, but I managed to get that off the Leo. The only really bad problem I've got with this is the joints, which is the same with most NECA figures. And with the grenade, you can try and fit it into his hand, but I haven't been managed to do it because his hand's like very molded to the point where it won't let him. So I just use you could use the clip to either, you could clip it onto his fingers maybe, like that, which is a very big risk of falling off. You clip it onto his spikes like that, like this, which also has a risk of falling off. And I've noticed you can if you really want to, you could also clip it onto the sword, which I don't know if that looks I don't really think that looks very good, but it's still an option. With the clip of the belt, you do have a lot of options where you can clip it on. One interesting thing I've noticed where you could clip it onto the belt. Again, it might fall off because of the how loose the clip is, but it still looks very good on that. So with the articulation, you've got your elbow joint here, which goes about 45 degrees to 90 degrees. You've got your shoulder movement up and down, rotation. Can't do a full rotation just because of the shoulder pads, and the shoulder pad does tend to get stuck, as it has done now right there, as you can see, and you have to apply a bit of pressure, which can cause some chipping and may cause one of the shoulder pads to fall off because it's a very soft rubbery material. You've got your shoulder is meant to move out, but mine, I haven't really been able to. Oh, there we go. I've got that to move out a tiny bit there, so it's meant to extend a bit more, but I haven't been really able to do that so far. You've got your wrist rotation, your hinging at the wrist, which is good on this figure. You've got your head articulation. This figure does not have a neck pivot like Leo does, so his head articulation really is restricted to him looking up, and he can't really look down much, so you have to use the legs there. And then with the leg articulation, you've got your thigh rotation. You can go up about that much to get him in a decent sitting down pose, and you can go back about that much. And then you've got your double jointed knees, which go far about that much with full extension, and then come back to a normal stance. And then you've got your foot, which seems like it's on a ball joint, but I don't think it is, like I said in the last video with the Leo. And then you've got your ankle pivot, which you can utilize for stances as well. So yeah guys, overall this is an amazing figure. Let me just show you the figure compared to the Leo, which I have right here. The Leo stands a bit taller, but that is because Leo is like a character that has like a straight standing stance, whereas the Slash character has a slouch. So you can see they have molded him where he's slouching a little bit, which is a very good detail on NECA's part to add in. And then I can also compare him to a regular 6-inch figure, which is the Marvel Legends Age of Ultron Iron Man. So you can see about there, he stands at about less than 5.5 inches because he's slouching, so a little bit less than Leo and a lot less than the Iron Man. So that is a good sort of scale to have as a Turtles figure. So overall, I'm really happy with this figure, guys. The price tag for both of these figures, to be honest with you, I think it should have been a bit less. I would have been a bit happy if it was a bit less, but obviously it wasn't, because NECA has this sort of set prices because it is NECA, and that is completely fine with me. Overall, this is a great figure for the price. It'll look great on your shelves, great in your displays. So if you are looking for good quality Turtles figures, I would recommend picking it up. And just beware, if you do buy them, of the stiffness of the joints, and if you can fix that, please let me know in the comments of which methods you tried and what actually worked. I will try with both the figures and let you know in the next action figure review if they did work. So that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you for watching. If you did enjoy, like and subscribe to the channel for more. Share with all your family and friends, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.